Hey guys, it's Carl Brown for guitarlessons365.com. Today we're going to take a look at the guitar solo for Smoke on the Water. So this is a classic. It's got a lot of tricky licks in it, but it's really fun to play. It's really musical too, so it's kind of easy to get into your ear. All right, so we're going to kind of pick up from our other Smoke on the Water lessons. We're just still in standard tuning here. So I'm going to start out here on the neck pickup, and the first phrase is this. All right, so we're starting here at the 17th fret on the A, then 15, 17 on D. A lot of vibrato there. Then a pre-bend at the 17th fret on the G string. Release to 15, then 17 on the D, and then a quick bend there at the 15th fret on the G. All right, next phrase. All right, so that's a little bit of a long one here, so we have this. So that's at 17 on the A again, then 15, 17 on the D, then 15 on the G, and then pick it again and bend up. Now I'm bending it towards the floor there, but you bend it up in pitch. All right, then. So that's 15, 14 on G, shift down to 12, play 12, 14, and then do a quick little hammer pull, but hammer on 14, pull back up to 12. And when you do that, pull off to 12, slide down to 10. And then play 12, 10, 8, 10. And then from here, so that's pick 10 and then do a pre-bend, and then pick it as you want it to sound like the 12th fret there. So you do that twice. Normal, bent. So you don't want to sound like this. You don't want to hear them get into the bend. All right, and then we're going to do the same thing. That's just 8, 11 on the B, and then a bend, back down on normal, and then bend. All right, this next lick is one of the faster ones in the solo. Sounds like this. All right, so we're gonna start here with this little unison bend. That's a 8th fret on the high E, and then 11th fret on the B, and then quick 8, 11 on the B, and then we start the really fast part of it. Now this starts out with kind of a bluesy thing, a bend of the 10th fret on the G, and then you're gonna roll 8 on the B to 8 on the high E. And then you do some alternate picking all the way. That's just, after you get to that 8 on the high E, you're gonna pick 11, 10, 8 on the B. Same thing on the G. Over to 10 on the D, roll back to the 10 on the G, back to the 8 on the G. Then shift back quickly to the 7th fret and slide down to 5. Play 8, 7 on the D string, so this. All right, then we slow it down to 8ths. So that's kind of muted too, with 5, 8 on the D, 7 on the D, and 5 on the G, to 8 on the D. And then come over to the G string, That's 8, 7, 5, and then to the 3rd fret there, shift down there, and do a bend and release. All right, next little phrase. So that's just kind of more that staccato, kind of just kind of 5, 3, 2, 3 on the G, and then 2, 3, 2, 0, and then a bar dive. All right, and now we have another quick little bluesy lick here. It sounds like this. All right, so slow that down a little bit. We're gonna do the same lick we did here at the 8th fret. We're gonna do it at the 3rd fret. So it's a bend at the 5th fret on the G, and then a roll from the B on the 3rd fret on the B string to the 3rd fret on the high E, and then a slight bend at the 6th fret on the B string, and then hit the high E string's 3rd fret a couple times. Now we're gonna descend again. Got some more legato here. He's not picking every note, so he's gonna play the 6th fret on the B and pull off 5 to 3 and do the same thing on the G string. Then we're gonna go over to the 5 on the D string, roll to the 5 on the G, and 3. All together. Then now we're going to do 4 bends here on the G string, on the 5th fret there on the G string. And that takes us into the next phrase. All right, so after those bends, you're going to play 3, 6 on the B to 3 on the high E, then back. Repeat that again. Then up to 6 on the high E string, and the bend to the 8th fret. And then bend it again. Then 8, 6, 8 to 8 on the B. All right, and now we have our pretty much our last fast lick in it, something like this. All right, so you gotta keep a really nice light picking hand while you're doing that. That's 8, 11 here on the B string. Then you're gonna play 10 on the G string, 8 on the B, roll the 8 on the high E string. So we have that. So really what you want to look at it as is just a repetitive lick after this part. So we have this, the first 4 notes, and then so it's a 8, 11, then the quick 10, 8, and now we have a repetitive lick, which is 8 on the high E, then 11, 8 on the B. So you're going to repeat that 3 times. Now, he has a very staccato effect here too. What that means is just release the pressure on the note immediately after you pick it. So very light touch. So we have this. And then we end it with, after you've done that lick 3 times, so do this. I'm sorry, we're not going to do that lick a full 3 times. We're going to do it twice. And then do the 11 at 8 to 11, but stop there. So we stop after the 2nd note of the 3rd one. And then come up 8, 10, and then 11, 13. And then do a bend on that 13. Now we have those bending phrases, which sounds really cool. All right, so that's at the 13th fret there on the high E string. So we have this bend and then release pick that, but you don't want to hear it go back down. So like, so he's doing a lot of those pre-bends. So we have this, we do a gradual bend, kill it, and then pick the note normal, pre-bend, normal, and then bend it back up. And then we're back to the normal 13, then a pre-bend, then 13, 10, 13 on the B, and then a bend there. Next phrase. All right, so we kind of just went through the end of the solo there. So we have the, that's a bend at the 5th fret on the G, then play 6 on the B, then pick that 5 that's already bent, release it, then 3, then 5, slight bend on the 3, over to 5 on the D. Whenever he plays that 3, he's got a slight bend on it. Then that's sliding into the 8th fret on the B, then 8, 6, 8 on the high E string, and bend up that gradual bend at the 8th fret there on the high E. And as you do the bend, switch to your bridge pickup. And like I said, he's kind of picking it continually. Well, look kind of, and he's killing it by putting the pick back on the string, creating that staccato effect again, and then come over to ending the solo with a bend at the 6th fret on the B string. All right, so it's a lot of fun to play. As soon as you get together, just tackle it phrase by phrase, and then all those little quick parts, just break them down like I did here, and practice them by themselves, and I'm sure you'll get it down pretty quickly. All right, hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you again soon for guitarlessons365.com.